Okay then guys, how's it going? It is JT Judgment here and welcome back guys once again to the channel for some more WWE Supercard for a more of an update video guys today more than anything. Not really going to include much gameplay because seeing as we're in sort of the aftermath of the brand new Last Man Standing event, there's not really much going on in Supercard right now that would be very interesting to be included in a video guys. So I just wanted to go through my final thoughts guys, give you guys an update on what I think of Last Man Standing. I've pulled a couple of things off the board that I'd be interested to let you guys in on. My luck off the board over the past few days has been absolutely crazy. But, just to get through the basic stuff first, guys, we've obviously got Team Road to Glory this week, which is none other than Fandango, which for me personally, guys, is not a pro. If I tap into the event, guys, as you will see, we are currently 370 points out of 415 into the SummerSlam 17 card, which is Mojo Rawley. I don't think we're going to do it, guys. As you can see, we have got, what was that, 490, 600, 740, and another 900 points to go. But, so many points is basically the point I'm trying to get across, and we've only got, just over 6 hours to get it. I don't think it makes a pro for any of our members. It may make a pro for one of us, and even at that, it's the worst card, if I'm not mistaken, in WrestleMania 34 tier. So it's not exactly a card that makes you want to play for, and I've just been kicked out of my account. I'm not using my account on a different device. I don't know what's that. I don't know why my account is doing that, guys. It's been doing that a couple of times. It did it in, I think, the video before the one I made last. I'm not on my account on any other device, but anyway, we're back in. Like I was saying, Team Road to Glory, me as well as all the other members of Team BLD, I don't think we're going to go for it. As you can see, a couple of our members have passed the 250 point mark. We got Back with 160, Matt with 140, Pod with 130, myself with 110. I've still got a couple of title matches to go, so this is not the score that I'm actually going to finish on. I've just realised it's showing my deck as Titan Plus. I don't know why it's doing that, unless it's going off of my team deck. Which, if that is the case, then it makes sense. We got the Boss, Big Jim on 90 points, and then Ninja rocking 25 points as of right now. It just goes to show, if we wanted to get this card, I think all of us would be on at least 200 to 250 points right now. But seeing as it's the worst card in Mania tier, and it doesn't make a pro for anyone, as far as I know, in my team, it's not exactly a card that makes us want to play, and especially seeing as it's RTG, it requires a bit of a grind. And then add on top of that, guys, we've got another Road to Glory coming at the end of this week. I think we're going to give it a pass, guys. I really do. Yeah, that's Team RTG. When it comes to Team Battleground, I don't really have a Team Battleground pack to open for you guys, because seeing as it was Last Man Standing, and as we all know right now, Last Man Standing does not give you picks to pull off the board, so you can't pull Team Battleground energies through playing Last Man Standing. So what is the point in starting a Team Battleground if you can't pull the energies from that event? Sure, you can go ahead and play War and Wild mode if you want to, which I guess kind of makes sense if you want to pull the reveals and blocks off the board. But this time, seeing as it was the first event, we didn't really know what was going on. We wanted to give it a miss, but we have started one. I've got 6.5 hours left to grab myself about 100 energies. I don't know what's going to happen. Yeah, there's Team Battleground for you. Let me get into, show you guys my pull luck over the past few days. I still haven't leveled up my Mania 34 cards properly. If I go over to WrestleMania 34, we've got AJ and Daniel Bryan, obviously. Got those two from events. If you missed one of my previous videos, unfortunately I did miss out on one of the heroic upgrades for AJ by 5 points. It really was a killer. Some things came up during that weekend that forced me into not playing as much as I wanted to, and I missed out on the heroic upgrade by 5 points. It was a real killer, but hey ho, a half heroic is still awesome. Managed to pull myself a Randy Orton off the board, which gave me a pro. I think the first one I got out of a Team Battleground pack, if I'm not mistaken. Managed to get myself a Triple H from Last Man Standing. You can see my rank in there, which I'll go back to in just a second. And we got a couple more pros lined up there. But my pull luck off the board, guys, over the past few days has been insane. Now, when it comes to Last Man Standing, I was going into, I think it was War Mode. I wanted to, you know, try and pull myself some reveals and blocks off of the board. And what happens, I went and pulled myself a Titan Natalia off the board, which gave me a pro. So that gave me something that I needed to train up. So I threw her into my wild deck. I need to make sure I say the names right because there's so many game modes in this. It's very easy to mix them up. Threw her into my wild deck so that I could level her up. And in the process of leveling up Natalia, I pulled myself a Charlotte. So that gave me something else that I needed to level up. So I leveled up Natalia and I moved swiftly over to Charlotte so that I could pro her. And in the process, I go and pull myself a WrestleMania 34 card in the form of... where was it? I'm pretty sure it was the second Randy Orton, which gave me a pro, which was absolutely insane. So that yet again gave me something to work on. Then, as I was leveling... It doesn't end there, guys. The luck does not end there. Then, as I was leveling up the second Randy Orton to make the Mania 34 Pro... Got to go back to Titan females, guys, because it happened again. I managed to pull myself a Trish Stratus, which yet again made a pro for me. So I went ahead, pro'd myself Randy Orton, went back into wild mode, leveled up started to level up the Trish Stratus to make a pro. And I only went and pulled myself another WrestleMania 34 card, guys. And it wasn't just any WrestleMania 34 card. It made a pro. You know, it was insane. It made a pro. He's kind of bad in the tier, guys. It was Shane McMahon. But I'm not complaining whatsoever, guys. A Mania 34 Pro is a Mania 34 Pro. And I don't care if it's the worst in the tier. I'm not going to complain pretty much until I get a full RTG deck full of male pros, you know. But yeah, so I've ranked up my Shane McMahon, and I didn't pull anything. The luck stopped there for at least the time being, guys. I didn't pull anything in the process of leveling up Shane, so he is pro'd. So altogether, guys, WrestleMania 34 pros, I've got the both events, obviously, Randy, Samoa Joe, Jeff Hardy, and Shane McMahon, which is insane considering what my deck looked like a couple of days ago. Now, if I leveled up all of my cards, guys, I would absolutely 100% be in WrestleMania plus. But there's two reasons why I don't want to level up all my cards right now. One is that I'm getting pulls, you know, completely insane where I am right now. So I don't really need to level up my cards and bump myself up to WrestleMania 34 plus tier. Because like I said, I'm getting myself really good pulls where I am right now. And the other reason that I don't want to level them up, guys, is because I'm afraid that it's going to throw the level of most of my decks off in this game. Because, you know, with Last Man Standing, I haven't got any Mania 34 Pro female cards. I think if I level up all my male WrestleMania 34 cards, I think I'll be 3 off of a full deck of pros, Mania 34 pros, but then I'll have 4 Titan Pro females, so that'll be slightly unbalanced there, guys. And then when it comes to Road to Glory, I think I'll have probably half WrestleMania 34 Pro and then half Titan event cards, so kind of unbalanced there as well, guys. So I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to do with my WrestleMania pros as of right now. But speaking of WrestleMania cards, guys, as you can see on the screen, I did manage to get myself the Triple H from Last Man Standing. I was, from the very beginning, aiming for at least the top 1,000. That was the, you know, what I wanted to go for in my head, guys, because, you know, when it comes to a leaderboard-based event, back in PCC in Season 1 and 2, I really did consider myself, you know, a grinder, because I got pretty much every single pro from PCC from Season 1 WrestleMania tier onwards. I didn't get any pros from, like, Survivor tier, because you had to place in, like, the top 5. And back then, I wasn't really a grinder in this game, but ever since PCC WrestleMania Season 1 and onwards, something changed, guys, and I just wanted to play for the cards even more, you know? So, yeah, I wanted to get into the top 1,000 because that was just the immediate, you know, ranking that came to mind first, you know? Unfortunately, as you can see, I didn't make it because there were a few problems with Last Man Standing. Looking at it, guys, now that we're in the aftermath of it, I do like it. I'm not going to sit here and say that it's a bad event or that I didn't enjoy it. I did enjoy it. The problem is it's fun at the start, but once you get to the point where you get 9 obstacles on the board, that's when it gets very, very, very credit hungry, you know, and seeing as it doesn't cost that much to buy them one at a time, you know, the reveals, the blocks and what have you, it is very, very, very easy to buy more than you realize in not the amount of time that you think it takes to buy them, if that makes sense. So you could be, you know, playing along, and within the space of 5 minutes, you could have spent like 500-600 credits, and while only thinking you've spent maybe 200 credits, you know? So I'm kind of half and half on it, guys. I'll probably have to play another Last Man Standing event or two just to, you know, find out whether or not I'm actually willing to grind out, you know, the top 1,000, 2,000 every event that comes round. But I managed to get myself the Triple H card, and if you look at the stats of when you fully level them up, guys, it really does make it worth it, because they completely, granted, you know, providing you actually place high enough in the rankings, these Last Man Standing cards have the potential to knock fully pro'd, full heroic cards completely out of the water. And unless you go, I'm not even 100% sure, guys, even if you go all in the proc in these events, I still don't think they'll be able to beat them. You know, the people that are in like the top 50 or the top 100, I'm pretty sure if you put them in a momentum slot, Triple H's stats go over 270,000. And if you've got a heroic pro, a full heroic pro of an event card, I'm pretty sure, guys, their stats only reached 250 odd thousand, 250 to 255,000, somewhere along those lines. So these Last Man Standing cards, guys, they are insane. They are absolutely freaking insane. So if you are choosing which ones to go for, then these Last Man Standing cards are definitely the ones to go for, because you can possibly get them for free. You know, Last Man Standing isn't exactly an event that takes that many credits, or at least the Triple H one didn't. Whether the ones going forward will be different, I don't know. But this week, guys, the one that's just gone for this Triple H, you could have most likely gotten this Triple H card for free. The problem with that, though, guys, is you probably wouldn't get a very good one compared to many other people. But a Last Man Standing card, at the end of the day, is a Last Man Standing card, and it's a WrestleMania 34 that will boost your deck up to the next tier, or tiers if you're low enough. But yeah, I did get him. I'm happy I got him. He helps my deck severely. And to finish off the video, guys, I want to go through some of the images on this card, because they just look absolutely insane. Look at this, the legendary from Season 1. It just looks badass. Triple H has got a lot of images in this game that I do like. You've got the Season 1 Fusion, which never really looks good on any card, simply because it's so large. You know, the Fusion images from back in Season 1, they take up so much of the card that it just looks bad. You know, regardless of the actual image, because that image of Triple H, in my opinion, is awesome. But the fact that it's so big on the card, or any card you put it on, it just ruins the image, you know, guys. But that's just my opinion. You've got the Season 1 RTG, which a couple of members of my team, Team BLD, are going to be using, I think, guys. Is a very popular image of Triple H. If you did actually play Supercard back then, I myself did. And I've got the image, thankfully. We'll scroll through. We'll have a look at his Fusion, which, again, looks pretty sick. Another image of Triple H in this game. that looks awesome. We'll have a look at his throwback images now, guys. Taking a look at his SummerSlam first of all, which in my opinion, yet again, looks absolutely insane. I could tone down on the glow a little bit and it would look a little bit better, I think, in my opinion anyway. But yeah, regardless of the glow, it just looks awesome. Then we move on to his Elite Throwback, guys, and this is actually an image that I think tops pretty much every image of Triple H in the game. His Elite Throwback just looks absolutely sick. I'm currently switching between this image and his Money in the Bank from Titan tier. If I'll scroll down, this image, because this image also looks absolutely sick on this card design. If you've got that Money in the Bank card, then I don't blame you whatsoever, guys, for using that image. We'll take a look at his monster. Actually really fits this design because the back of the card is sort of green, and seeing as you've got a slight green tint with this image, kind of blends in, guys. So I think the monster really does fit that card. But for me personally, guys, I'm going to be sticking with the Titan Money in the Bank image for now, and I'm probably going to be regularly switching between this and the Elite Throwback, because whenever Triple H gets a card in this game, his Elite Throwback is the image that comes to mind first. Of all of his images, that's the one that I want to see what it looks like, you know. But yeah, that's going to wrap up this video, just to give you guys a bit of an update. I only planned this video to be about 10 minutes, and I've already gone to about 17 minutes, so yeah, let me know how you guys got on in Last Man Standing. Let me know your final thoughts on it. Did you enjoy the event? Let me know in the comment section down below. If you did enjoy this video, don't forget, guys, smash the like button, subscribe today as well if you would like to see more content from myself very, very soon. And as always, guys, most importantly, please take care of yourselves, and I will see you all next time. Ta-da, guys.